Well, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Today, we're going to give an update on North Carolina's preparations for Hurricane Isaias. Although the track and destination of the hurricane are in flux today as models differ, now is the time for North Carolinians to prepare. Hurricane preparations will be more complicated given the COVID-19 pandemic, and families and businesses need to keep that in mind as they get ready. Based on its current speed and path, the hurricane could reach our coast as early as Monday, making its greatest impact Monday night and maybe even into Tuesday. Already, there's a threat of dangerous rip currents at our coast, and the danger of tropical storm force winds is increasing. The State Emergency Operations Center, the EOC, already activated for COVID-19, has been activated as well for Hurricane Isaias. And state and local response teams are at the ready. And today, I've declared a state of emergency to help our state prepare. Please follow any local evacuation orders that may be issued. We're urging anyone who has to evacuate to try and stay with family and friends. And if that doesn't work, staying at a hotel if you can afford it, as the first two options. The state will coordinate shelters for those who need to evacuate who can't find other arrangements. The reason we're asking people to make shelters their last resort is because social distancing and precautions that go along with a shelter in a pandemic. Because of our ongoing battle with COVID-19, people needing a shelter will be screened for symptoms and given personal protective equipment like masks at the shelter. If someone has symptoms of COVID-19, the state has different sheltering options available where it's easier for people to isolate. With the right protection and sheltering, we can keep people safe from the storm while at the same time trying to avoid making the pandemic worse. A hurricane during a pandemic is double trouble, but the state has been carefully preparing for this scenario so that we can do our best to keep people safe from the weather as well as the virus. I'm grateful for our state emergency response team and all of their efforts to prepare, including the Know Your Zone evacuation strategy. The goal is to look back and say, we overprepared. And that means we must not be caught off guard. I'd like to ask our Director of Emergency Management, Mike Sprayberry, to share more about our state's preparations. Mike?